Hi folks, Luke Holden with this month's edition of Inside Unley and looking back at February and the month that was. Well, let's start with finance and let's start with a published findings from the Royal Commission and what impact is that having in our local market amongst buyers and sellers. Well, personally, we're finding very little impact at the moment or commentary amongst our buyers. But speaking to some of our agents at OC, there have been some buyers who had to resubmit their pre-approvals for finance even though they were pre-approved in late 2018. And whilst the process of due diligence for lending has increased, for some it hasn't been consistent. And during the month, we've seen some buyers that have received finance approval within 3 to 4 days compared to others that have taken 2 to 3 weeks. So it very much comes down to being organised, ensuring you are sitting with your broker, your lender or your bank, doing all the necessary due diligence in advance prior to making your offers or bidding at auction. It will naturally take some time for the findings to further unfold and see what impact this has within the finance industry, and especially amongst mortgage brokers within the marketplace, who I believe do help in keeping competition very healthy. The number of properties entering the market fell once again in the month of February, with just 62 new listings, and 50% of those being listed via auction or private treaty with an offer's closing date. Now, it still appears that sellers prefer to buy first and then sell, so we're not expecting the inventory levels to move that significantly as we move forward. For sellers who are looking to get their own properties on the market in the future, there's a couple of windows that you may want to consider. Firstly, we have a public holiday in early March, and we've recommended to sellers that ideally you don't want to have your first open inspection on that weekend, instead release in the following week. This allows a good 5 to 6 week clear period as you work towards Easter, and those looking to sell via auction are preferring to list their property for auction on or before the 6th of April, leaving them an additional week or two prior to the school holidays or Easter commencing. After this period, the focus then changes to the new financial year, but we are expecting an election to sit in the middle of this period in May. So it'd be interesting to see what impact this does have once again on inventory and sellers and their mindset. But if you're thinking about selling, make sure you contact one of our team who can sit down and work through all these dates and the ideal timeline that'll work for you and your property and your situation and circumstances moving ahead. For buyers, make sure you register on OC first, as that way you become aware of both on and off market opportunities as they become available. And for anybody viewing on YouTube or social media, we'd love to hear your thoughts on the local market or any questions you may have about what's happening in our general area, so make sure you comment below. That's February wrap, folks, and as always, we look forward to seeing you out and about at our next open inspection.